Welcome back, Holotable Heroes, to another Galaxy of Heroes video with your bald-headed boy, Scribbly Bibbly Boo. Today is Friday, and that means one thing. Let's get galactically challenged. That is right, ladies and gentlemen, we are at Bespin, and we're facing off against General Grievous and his droid buddies, the best clankers this side of Yavin. Or something like that. What are the modifiers? Global modifier is Decadence. Oh, it's delicious. The weekend is delicious. This one's actually really annoying. It's one of my least favorited. That's a double negative. I hate this modifier. Essentially, you lose 15% accuracy, but you gain this stack of collected wealth whenever we actually do deal damage, which increases our crit chance and crit damage up to a maximum 10 instances, 100%. It's just annoying, especially with Droideka there, and Droideka's got a high base evasion when he doesn't have his damage immunity up, so then you just end up missing him all the time, and you're just like, stupid Droideka. Shutagua is the player modifier, which means Jawas. Flippin' Jawas, man. It's really not so bad. If you've got like Gear 12 Jawas, you'll be fine. Gear 11 could probably do it. Obviously, you just miss out a little bit on those You miss out a little bit on those 6E mods that are really, really useful. Feats then, because I don't care about the Protocol Exterminate. Droids do stuff, they hurt more, okay? So, we need to win with a full team of Jawas, no problem. We need to win after attempting to inflict stun 30 times. It's easy enough. And we need to complete the battle with an undersized squad. Not so bad. Lots of options that we can do for this. Let's go in with Jawas. So, my Jawas in particular are mostly Gear 12, except for the R3 Jawa that we need for the Jabba the Hutt Galactic Legend. Mod them, if you want to remod them, just mod them for survivability more than anything. Lots of protection. That's all you really need. Loads of protection so that they can take a beating. All you're really looking for is an opener where Droideka doesn't immediately use his damage immunity. If he uses the damage immunity rolls up, he basically becomes unkillable. So you need an ability where he either uses his first special or uses a basic at the start. You don't need it. It just makes it easier, right? And then you just like roll your face over your phone and you wait for the thermal detonators to blow up on the enemy. Here, we've got 16 thermals on Droideka, so he just disappears. Oh, that scavenger. Oh, he's a scoundrel. He's a little scrappy individual, isn't he? After that, like I said, roll your face over the keyboard if you're on the PC client. Roll your face over your phone if you're on your phone, and just have a good time. Eventually, they all just blow up. They'll all just blow up. Like I said, maybe you'll need a little bit more modding, extra protection, something like that. It's the only thing that really matters. Don't worry too much about anything else. You could do this at lower tiers if you don't have, Gear 12 Jawas. You don't need relics. You just need that 6E modding for the extra boost to the mods that, extra boost to the stats that you can get from your mods and stuff like that. I found that to be the real key here. You could probably do this at Gear 11. Probably. But hey, Jawas are old characters, they're not very great, so I don't recommend lots of investment. And that will definitely get you full Jawas, obviously. Now let's take a look at undermanning, and let's take a look at stunning. So for the stunning, we're going in with the CLS teams. Alrighty, so what we're going to do? First of all, we stun the Maggie. Looks like we triggered a bonus turn from that B2, and then I'm just going to basic over here on the B2. Droideka's going to roll up. So if Droideka's rolled up, highly advised, do not do any dispels at this point. You do not want to dispel at all. We're just going to cycle through, get rid of that B2. After this, our priority is twofold, okay? One, we need to get rid of GG as quickly as possible. Two, you need to get tenacity down and do not let the Droideka take another turn. So I'm going to flip this on back and reverse it. Booyah, tenacity down over there. Lovely jubbly. Let's have a look now. Let's have a look. I'm going to do a basic over here on the Droideka, and then basics with Han Solo, hopefully trying to get just a little bit of that extra juice. Got to try and remove his turn meter, essentially. Okay, that's not looking like it's going to happen right now. So, what am I going to do here? What am I going to do? I think I'll just do an AoE. Do an AoE here, generate a little bit more of that turn meter. See if we can... There we go, we got the stun on the Droideka. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Next up, I'm going to put some damage into GG over here. Oh, this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. So let's just go all in on GG. GG's gone. Now we need to make sure that Droideka does not take any more turns. He needs to keep that damage immunity. Do not, under any circumstances, use any sort of dispel. Okay? When you get to this point, we just want to get rid of those ads. Again, still no dispels. So let's just work on this B1 over here. Let's see. We should be able to get the stun on the Maggie. And then get rid of stacks to that B1. Get rid of stacks to the B1. Let's just make sure that we've got the speed down over there on Droideka. Get rid of Maggie. Get rid of B1. Once you get to this point, auto basic. And then Droidica won't take any more turns, okay? So auto basic, when CLS uses his basic against an enemy that has got speed down, he will attempt to stun, all right? Droidica cannot take damage. He's got tenacity down. So you've got CLS removing turn meter, C-3PO removing turn meter, Han Solo removing turn meter, even though he's got tenacity up. You should be absolutely fine. Put it on auto basic. Go make yourself a cup of tea. Case in point, right here, delicious cup of tea for me. I'll have a swig, you have a swig, maybe get some hobnobs, maybe even go crazy. Get a chocolate-covered waffle. Dip that in there. Absolutely phenomenal. You just leave that run for 10, 12, 15 years. Come back, and you'll have done it. You'll have done it. I've already got this feat, so I can't show you again, but trust me, he will never take a turn. You can see his turn meter is at, what, like 5%, and then CLS basics him, and it removes that turn meter. If he goes over 50% turn meter, Han Solo's going to remove it. You'll be absolutely fine. And when you want to finish off, you just get rid of the auto basic, and you do something that dispels, and he dies because he's got about 172,000 exposures on him from C-3PO. That gives you all of the stuns that you might want to need. After that, we just need to Underman. Underman, what you could use Bad Batch if you wanted to. You could use any of your Galactic Legends. So going Underman with the Bad Batch, then just dropping out the R9 Omega, we can immediately just dispel all of their buffs, which is nice. We can roll out this bomb, gets the stuns. You could try and use this team for the stuns. My concern with that is that, typically speaking, you don't actually keep them alive long enough. You do too much damage to the enemy team. So let's just keep on rolling over here. They see me rolling. They hate it. We should probably actually try to get rid of the B2 first and foremost, because he probably is a bit of a threat. We'll go ahead and use the AoE here, get the stuns. Beautiful. Let's just keep on removing all of their buffs and dealing AoE true damage. Now we're stuck under the whims of that General Grievous. We should be able to ignore taunt. Let's see if we can get some... Oh yeah. Was it good for you? Bad Batch are a good team. Bad Batch are a good team. You can also get it done with Sith Empire. No Malgus needed. We're just going to use Darth Revan's leadership here. The idea behind this is more around trying to bring an enemy below 50% max health so that we get the death mark on Grievous. And you can actually do it on Grievous himself. So if we life drain on Grievous at the start with our Malak, unfortunately he did have buff immunity at the time, which kind of makes things a little bit more irritating. Let's see if we can get the shock. Oh, beautiful. Got the shock. Okay, now I need to try and get somebody below that 50% threshold. That is the idea right now. Go ahead and use some of that nastiness. See if we can actually stun Grievous. Yeah, that's it. Stun the Grievous. Stun him good. And let's see if we can also get that fear over there. Boom. There's the death mark on Grievous, but unfortunately we did also happen to kill the B2. There's the death mark. That's what you're looking for. Get rid of Grievous and everybody's laughing. Your next biggest threat is really the Droidica, so if you can get rid of Droidica, everybody's laughing. And then from here on in, you'll probably be fine. Now, you don't need to take in Marauder as the fourth. You could probably drop him out, put in someone like Wat Tambor. Put him anybody you want, really. Echo, Bad Batch Echo if you've got him, but if you've got Bad Batch Echo, you've probably got full Bad Batch. So there are options available to you. Of course, if you've got Galactic Legends, go in with Galactic Legends and hashtag just win. It was an interesting Galactic challenge this time around. I hope I was of some help to you people at home. Make sure you do hit that like button and subscribe to your boy Scribe, because I'm going to be pushing out all sorts of good content in the near future. That raid is going to get its absolute butt whipped. And I've got all the teams and all the strats that you need, baby. Huge shout out to my patrons. You guys are the bomb. I will see you all in the very next video. Have a great weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Join me live for GAC this evening. Peace out, and may the Force be with you.